I will. This is Mr. Munson with the I Will session of the day. Today's daily live at 5. Your daily motivation, inspiration, relaxation, transformation station. Having an orange, get us fired up. For those of you that are watching this live, welcome back. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to have the Heal family. It's been an epic journey so far, hasn't it? And it's only getting better every day. We got a little rain going on out here. No worries, we can always pop inside if we get rained on. Don't have to worry. I don't like to worry about anything. That is so juicy. Isn't it? That's a good little orange right there. Coming from Florida too. Some good oranges in Florida. I will. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephen Munson. This is the beginning of a beautiful and lifelong friendship. And it's a chill Saturday. I know some of you are out partying for the holidays, but it's just a chill Saturday. You can see here in Beaver Creek, Colorado, it is nice. I like it. I feel bad for the people that are traveling because I know 4th of July that everybody wants to, enjoy the sun and barbecue and outdoors. So where is everybody today? Where are you at? Where are you at for the weekend? I'm going to ask you a few questions as we do this today. And if you could just answer, they're going to be really easy questions to answer. You can see, I'll show you the other view. It's beautiful. I like it. This is my, for some of you know, I've been sleeping on my porch. If you're following me on Snapchat, you'll know that I'm living that porch life. All, just like most things I do in my life, it's voluntary, like because I want to. Walker, I can't believe you don't have a book. And if you've been following us on Snapchat, you realize Walker's been reading. Are you reading like 5 books a day? I mean, he's at least reading a book a day, 2 books a day. And what he does, he reads like a chapter and does 100 push-ups, and then he reads another chapter, and then he does another 100 push-ups, and then he gives me the bullet points of the chapter. So, work, imagine, learn, love. Work, imagine, learn, love. Again, if you're here today, I just want to ask you a couple questions. Where are you right now? First question. But ultimately, I'm going to ask you, the first question is, what is your work ethic on a 1 to 10? 10 being that you have a very good work ethic. What is your work ethic on a 1 to 10? Meaning 10, you have a very good work ethic. Someone like my mom has a 10 on a work ethic scale. So she definitely, how good, Maria, does this orange look? I like to juice it a little bit because I think it adds that visual effects, maybe make this more memorable in your experience. Voila! No music today. D, you're an 8 on work ethic? Yep, I know you definitely work hard. Do you think that my mom's a 10? I don't know anybody who really works harder than she does. I will work, imagine, learn, love. I'm gonna get to the point in a minute, but I'm trying to have a quick snack. So good. My mom taught me not to chew with my mouth open. So, I've been sleeping on the porch life. I love being outdoors. It's so amazing that when you see the stars and the moon and you feel that cold air, and I make a bed right on the porch and I put bamboo pillows all the way around it and a couple blankets because it gets quite chilly. And just 2 nights ago, in the middle of the night, I laid down and I was like laying down to go to bed, and then all of a sudden it just starts pouring rain. I think right as I was going in the deep dream state, it just starts pouring rain, and I had to pull the bed up and bring it inside, and everything was wet. And at that point you're like, oh, I'll just go to bed a little wet. So it's all good. 8 when I'm in a job, 7 to an 8, 8 Tracy, Debbie an 8. So everybody's about a 7 or an 8. Interesting. I have an 8 to 9 to need to be better at not spreading myself so thin. Great point, Nick. I think a lot of people do that. They spread themselves thin. Focus on 3 things that are really inspiring to you only. Don't try to do everything. In fact, if you just focus on one thing and one thing only that you really love to do, that you're good at, that's an income producing activity, do that more and more and more, whether it's going into your job, working at a hotel or a restaurant, doing internet marketing, entrepreneurship, creating your own business. One thing, if you focused on that more and you put 18 minutes a day focused on that more and more, then you're going to actually produce more and your work ethic will go up. Is if you focused on these 4 things: work, imagination, learning, and loving, you will ultimately have a better life, because everything kind of circles around those aspects. I will. And it's, thank you, Libby, an 8. I love when I'm back home in Panama. It's nice being home. So where does it's raining out here a little bit. Where is everybody as far as imagination? Where would you rate your imagination skill? And hey, if you want to share this with anybody, it's hard to share it when you're on mobile. I have a whole bunch of people that shared it yesterday that we're sending you the 8 or the 7 future, the 7 steps to an abundant future. We're going to send you that PDF. So I believe we've sent it out to half of you, or maybe all of you, but a few you haven't got it still. So we're going to get you that for yesterday. But if you want to share this, you have to log out of it. If you're on your phone, you log out of the video and then you push the share button, and it's, you can share it with other people. But a 10. D, you're a 10 on imagination. That is amazing. So what are you seeing in your imagination? Kelly, a 9. That's really great. A lot of people stop using their imagination. I can tell most people, you would have to use your imagination to listen to me every day. You're like, all right, I got to do some imagination to listen to this guy. A 5, Mel? I'm curious. Who watching this right now, as I'm holding the knife, who watching this right now has never, ever commented on this thread? You just watch, you're like watching from a distance, but you've never commented. Who here? Comment this time, say whatever you want. I think it'd be really interesting. I've got a gift for you. 7, I used to be higher, but not, part of me doesn't dare anymore. Debbie, why do you not dare to imagine? Has it brought you trouble? 10, Tracy, I believe that. Crystal, good to see you. Nicole Foster, you've never commented and you've watched this before? How dare you? Why not? Are you shy? How shy are you on a 1 to 10? Or do you just not like talking to people? You're like, I'm not telling anybody anything. Are you reserved? Are you shy? Are you scared? Are you too busy? Do you have too much going on? Is it a pain in the butt? I'm very curious. And so Nicole Foster, I'm going to send you something. Brenda, welcome. So in imagination, 1 to 10, most everybody's saying a 10. A couple of you said a 5 because you're just scared to dare to imagine again. What about learning? Where would you say you on a 1 to 10 you are in learning? Michelle, your first time. How are you? Good to see you. My name's Stephen Munson. This is the beginning of a beautiful and lifelong friendship. Please send me anything I am inspiring. Awesome, Nicole. I'll send you some inspirational stuff. Where do you live? Thank you for participating and saying hello today. It's cool to have you, because I dream big and I haven't made one of my biggest happen. Debbie, awesome. Thank you for sharing. I can totally understand that. If you focus solely on the one big thing you dream of, and Debbie, I'm gonna send you something as well. I believe I have something that if you listen to it and you apply it to your life, it'll really help. Who here actually, since we're talking about learning, Seven learning. Learning should amp up if you are struggling with imagination, because the more you learn, the more you can begin to imagine, because the more you'll realize is possible through the art of learning. But who here has listened to The Strangest Secret with Earl Nightingale? Who here? Debbie, I want you to listen to The Strangest Secret with Earl Nightingale. It's like a 30-minute audio. 30-minute audio. The Strangest Secret with Earl Nightingale. Nicole Foster, is it look like this in London today? I always feel like it looks like this every day in London. It's always like nice and beautiful, and it has a good little overcast, and it's raining. Nick Wilson, do you like that? The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Everyone should get that. So that's my recommendation today for those of you that are learning or focused on the learning. I'll put the link in here. So for everybody, I'll share the link with you. Everybody who comments on this, just write, send me The Strangest Secret. Okay? Or just put Strangest Secret in the comment and I'll send it to you. You can even put SOS or SS or Strangest Secret in the comments, and I'll send that to you today. I haven't. Where can you find it? So Alexis, I'll send it to you. Liz, I'll send it to you. Debbie, that's awesome. I would listen to that again, Debbie, because I think that if you figure that one aspect out, if your dreams haven't come true yet, it's not because that it's your fear of limitation of you're saying, I don't want to, dream anymore. So you're taking yourself out of the game. Get back in the game, girl. Get in the game. Okay, I'll send it to you, Jana Buckner. Where are you from? DSOS. I don't know where I came up with SOS, but I was like, SOS will work. The Strangest Secret. I'll send it to you. Cool. Send me the same. Okay. So learning, where's everybody at? 8, a 9? Is anybody not answered? Has anybody else here been here before and never commented or said anything ever? Tuscan. Is that Italy or Arizona? Sorry, Jana, if it's neither. I'm not a geographical wizard. But, I like to be able to find my way around, so I guess I should know. Rainy and cold. That's what everyone says about London. Why do so many people live in London if it's always raining and cold? But raining and cold is nice because it's raining and cold here right now, and I love it. Not a fan of games. What are games? Alex, which kind of games? I'm not really into games either. Actually, I don't play. The only game I've ever played was Super Mario Brothers. That's the last time I played a game. I played Super Mario Brothers back in the 90s. Maybe it was in the 80s. Tuscan, so if you never commented before, I'm going to send you something. Thank you for participating, Jana. On a 1 to 10, where would you be in love? So as far as loving yourself, loving others, loving and creating your legacy for those that you love, where would you say that you are at? I think the cold, like, who likes the hot, who likes the cold? Is this a game to you, by the way? Alex, or do you mean like this is a game, or do you think that we're playing like Candy Crush? Or, as I said, I never really got into games. We're just relationship building. I dislike the cold, 90 or above. Cash flow game. Who here plays games? What is your favorite game? I never really got into games. I like games like, games that are off, like in-person games where you're doing like challenges where people are like running or doing a yoga challenge or food cook-off. I'm not into video games though. As I said, the last game I ever played was Super Mario Brothers. Everybody's a 10 on love. Debbie, you're a 5 still? Debbie, I love you. I thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing your time. Jessica, Jiu-Jitsu, is that your favorite game? Is that like a game or a sport or an art? Alexis, you're a 5 on love. Do you think you struggle loving yourself or loving others? these 4 areas of our life, if we can improve these areas, and the reason I ask you a number is if now you could total up your number, 40 being like you were at optimal, and obviously like 4 would be the lowest, you know, where are you right now total? Because if on a total scale you're at, let's say, a 20, then what you need to figure out is how can you get to a 25? How can you get to a 30? How can you get to a 40 where your life is optimal? Because if you're working hard and you're using your imagination, you know, really plugging into your ability to imagine the things that you don't want to play, then you have this unique ability to attract the things into your life that you want. So what happens is you then begin to attract things that you don't already have because you're imagining them, but you're doing that through hard work, and you're constantly learning while you're also loving yourself and loving others and just loving the journey of life, loving the mission that you're on. So it's those 4 areas that you're saying, I will do this today. I will make an improvement. I will grow and expand. Then, you know, it's like, I will do this. And the more you say that, like if someone challenges you to do something, or if you have to do a workout or eat healthy one day, or take somebody, you know, if somebody asks you a favor, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? And let's say that they need you to help them move. You have a choice. You go, well, it's the 3rd of July. Didn't you forget about the barbecues and the fireworks show? And they're like, yeah, but I got to move out and I'm getting evicted and I don't have any money and nobody can lift the furniture. You can either say, well, I'm busy, or I will. I will. And when you say I will, it's a commitment that you're going to begin to help. You're going to begin to work at that. You're going to show up. You're going to make it happen. I will be there. I will be there. And I want you to be there for yourself. The more you're there for yourself, the better your life will improve and grow. So if you took these 4 areas of your life and you chunk it down and make it simple, figure out which area of your life you're the weakest in today. So of those 4 areas, which one are you the weakest in? Of those 4 areas, which one are you the weakest in? For me, gosh, I got to think about this for a minute. Obviously, I like to use those. I like to imagine. I work really hard. I love myself and others. Learning, I'm like a sponge right now. All I want to do is learn. Mind games that women like to play. Alex, is someone, are you in a relationship struggle or something? Maybe you want to expand on that. I'm curious what that means. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate you being here. Alexis, why do you think? Do you have doubt or insecurities, Alexis? Alexis, sweet. Do you have doubt or insecurities? Veronica, that's awesome. A 10. Michelle, a 10. Netball for sport, tough rugby. Marie, you play rugby. That's cool. Where are you the weakest in, and where are you the strongest in? And then you figure out, okay, which one do I not like at all? And then how can I overcome that? Because if you start to actually ask yourself the question, why am I struggling working? It's probably not because you're lazy. It's that you don't like what you're doing or something around it. Why am I not using my imagination? It's probably not because you don't have the ability to. It's because you don't believe it'll happen again. Or why am I not learning anymore? It's probably because it's not that you don't know how to learn, it's you lost your enjoyment of learning. Try a new learning method. You know, instead of reading, listen to an audiobook. Instead of listening, watch something. You know, figure out what sort of learning strength that you have. Maybe it's getting around the right people and learning from how they're doing things by simply being in an environment that's more empowering for you, you know? Jana, so you're having a struggle. You have had relationship issues in the past, I'm guessing. So you love your daughter, but have a hard time letting someone else in. So you have trust issues, insecurities, doubt. Are you fearful that you're going to get a broken heart? Who have you not forgiven? And these are all questions you got to ask yourself. You know, if it's like, what do I need to do to forgive? And let's say that forgiveness is your struggle because you haven't forgiven somebody of a past relationship. Check out the book, Power of the Subconscious Mind. Check out that book. It's got a cool part on forgiveness. Imagination, creativity is your challenge. So work on that. How can you explore more in your imagination? I like to do it like this. If your imagination is your weakest, pick something very simple, not like all of a sudden you're going to be in space. Pick something a lot smaller that you don't have that you want. Very small goal that's outside of what you currently have. So this is an imagination workshop real briefly. Pick something outside of what you have, and I want you to write it down right now. Pick whatever it is. It could be you need to lose weight, or it might be that you want to be able to run 2 miles in 15 minutes, or you want to be able to do 10 pull-ups. It could be anything. You want to be able to write a book or have a book, something that's smaller, not like being in outer space or launching, something simple. But it's outside of what you currently have. And I want you to write it down today. And every day I want you to focus on that. Close your eyes and visualize yourself running the 2 miles, doing the pull-ups, writing the book, whatever it is, in a relationship with somebody. And each day focus on it, and then slowly see what happens in your life. But commit to it. And a cool way to do that is listen to that book, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Listen to that. And it'll give you like a workshop on what to do to be able to make that happen in your life. Love, learning, imagination, strong, work, a little weaker. Cool. Lots of awesome people, great feedback. Thank you for spending your time with me today. It's rainy out. It's the 4th of July weekend. I know there's barbecues going on. There's parties. There's all types of games and sports. And, I know there's a lot of cool things happening, that you could be anywhere that you wanted to be. And the fact that you decided to come here makes me feel humble and grateful that you would spend your time and you would invite your friends and you would share this and participate and, leave all these comments and let me know who you are. And some of you that you're nervous and vulnerable and scared and you're putting yourself out there because you don't normally do it. And that's a big step. So if you're having issues trusting people, but you're saying it out here in public, you're taking a big step in the right direction to be vulnerable. So if you could send me a message, just send me a Facebook message. If there's anything specific, like if you're having issues with trust or you're having issues with imagination, something specific, send me a message on Facebook right now, and I'll reply back with something that you can go apply today that can begin to help you. So that way, everybody who's watched this and everybody who's here, I'll give you just a little bit of a feedback. And if I don't know it, I'm going to try to send you somewhere else to somebody that could help no matter what it is. So, I know it's not easy to tell people who we really are because we always want to act like we're perfect and we have no problems. And when I first started talking about overcoming drug addiction, or that I wasn't wanting to, sleep around and just have sex with anybody, and that I wasn't going to do that. And then, talking about how I had hard issues with trauma, and like talking about all those things publicly. At first, people in my life were like, whoa, why are you telling other people that? And then I was like, because it's actually making me feel a little bit better. I'm actually dealing with it by sharing it. The power of vulnerability. So I commend you for being honest, for being vulnerable, for sharing, for taking your time, because it's not easy. It's not easy just to put your heart on the table in front of everybody, because I'll promise you, people are going to come chop you down, tell you all this, like, boom, you can't do this, and just criticize you, make you feel scared or inadequate. They'll do their best, but they have no power over you. See, nobody has power over your imagination. Nobody has power over your energy of love. Nobody has power over your work ethic. Nobody has power over your learning capabilities and your drive and desire to learn. You do, solely you. That's why when you say, I will, it will be done. I will do this. I will obtain this. I will have this. I will share this. I will overcome that. I will help that person. There's no limits to who you are. You are unlimited. Boundless. Ultimate being. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I look forward to the messages of those that need a boost in the right direction, no matter what it may be. No matter what it may be. You have one life. No regrets. You know, today in this particular moment, we got a big weekend coming. It's the 4th of July. And I'll do a special promo for those of you that are part of Heal or want to be part of Heal, of our most valuable and highest price product, which is $500, called the 21-day challenge. We'll do this and we'll offer that to you for half price for the 4th of July. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but I decided right now some people really need this, and we'll do it for half price. And that way the affiliates can still earn a commission and you could get it at half price. So if you want to do that, right, I am challenging here, and we'll make sure that somebody gets to you. But it's a 21-day challenge where I work with you each day for 21 days to help you overcome doubt, self-worth issues, insecurities, have inner peace, happiness, abundance, to be strongest and most powerful that you can be possible. And it's 21 days. It's interactive where you go through it each day. You're going to get the value in the first day. So if you want to do that and take advantage of it today, we'll do it for half price starting now, ending on the midnight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 4th of July. So Monday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll put that up in here because it's something that came spiritually out of nowhere all of a sudden, because I want to help people. And if we're going to look at making an impact in other people's lives, sometimes you got to be flexible, you got to switch things up, and you got to try different directions. And you know, that's why I've been talking to everybody on the phone. That's why I'm out here doing this each and every day, because the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. If you could write that in the chat below. Go and share this afterwards by logging off, sharing it, and all I want you to put is the best is yet to come. And share it with other people. The best is yet to come. And let's begin to attract that into our lives. The best is yet to come. It's time to heal. And this is so good. I wish I could give this to you. This is a beautiful orange, and it's so juicy and delicious and nutritious and yummy. The best is yet to come.